This concept of standard of proof might be too abstract to understand. Now I will use an example to help. As we all know, in Canada, your private property is protected by the law. When you buy or rent a house, the house and the land beneath the house and the surrounding yard and driveway are all your property to be protected. No one should enter your property without your consent. Now let's say one day you are sitting on your couch and looking outside the window. And then a stranger is approaching your house. He may look ugly, weird, and even suspicious. So you don't think he is a good man. However, so far, you have no evidence or reasonable grounds to believe he is a bad guy. You can only merely suspect this. So to this point, your standard of proof is just a mere suspicion. And the next moment, this man just enters your property, let's say enter your yard or your driveway because there is no fence and it's easy to get in. And without your permit, he even stays there for a while. Now you can say that you have a reasonable ground to believe he might be a bad guy because he enters your property without your consent and you don't know him. However, you still can't say that he is more likely than not a bad guy and even he is planning for a crime or something. The next moment, this man takes out a shovel out of his backpack and start digging in your yard. And he digs out something out of your yard and put it back in his backpack. To this point, you might say that he is more likely than not a bad guy because he enters your property without your consent. And he even took out something out of your yard into his backpack. But you still can't say that he is beyond reasonable doubts that he is a bad guy or he committed a crime. Why? Because you called the 911 and the police officer comes in. After checking out, this stranger just digged some dog's poop out of your yard and he is taking those waste away from your yard. So that's a good thing. And he turned out to be doing something good. It's just a misunderstanding. This example may not be very appropriate and precise at all, but I believe to some extent you have now learned the concepts of different levels of standard of proof.